5 iconic Diogo Jota goals for Liverpool, including winners against Everton and Tottenham. Tribute to a man who made moments matter. Rodios. Taiwan. When goals become memories, there's a special kind of silence that falls over a stadium when a player is lost, not because the crowd doesn't care, but because words feel inadequate. That silence has blanketed not only Liverpool, but the entire football world since the tragic passing of Diogo Jota and his younger brother, Andre Silva. On a quiet Thursday morning in northern Spain, 2 brothers were taken far too soon in a devastating car accident. And while the world mourns, football remembers. Jota was more than a forward. He was a finisher, a fighter, and, at times, a phantom who haunted opposition defenders with timing, hunger, and ice-cold precision. He wasn't the flashiest name on the team sheet, but he had a knack for showing up when it mattered most. He didn't just play for Liverpool, he became part of its soul. His 65 goals across 182 appearances weren't just stats, they were banners. Raised in moments of triumph and resilience, from Merseyside derbies to League Cup semi-finals, Diogo Jota gave Liverpool fans some of their most cathartic, heart-pounding and euphoric moments since his arrival in 2020. These are the memories that remain, burning bright as Anfield and Gondomar alike continue to grieve. Here are 5 goals more than just strikes of a ball. They are imprinted forever in the story of a remarkable footballer and a beloved son of Portugal. Everton, A. 2021, a derby dagger to the heart. Date: December 1, 2021. Scoreline: Everton 1-4. Liverpool. Venue: Goodison Park. Goal: Jota 79. The Merseyside derby is one of the most emotionally charged fixtures in world football. On this cold winter night at Goodison, Jota delivered a moment that will live forever in Liverpool hearts, while his goal was the 4th in a comprehensive 4-1 demolition. It was no less poetic. The move began with Andy Robertson slicing into Everton territory, driving forward with characteristic purpose. He found Jota near the edge of the box. What followed was not just clinical, it was art. Jota's first touch took him inside. Faking out Allen, then, with astonishing technique, he used his back leg to scoop the ball onto his stronger left, catching Jordan Pickford off balance. Without hesitation, he rifled the ball into the roof of the net. It wasn't just a goal, it was a message. Liverpool weren't here to share the city, they were here to own it. Why it mattered, asserted Liverpool's title credentials in a hostile derby showcased Jota's flair and fearlessness, celebrated in front of the travelling Reds with sheer, unfiltered passion. After the match, Jurgen Klopp simply said, "Diogo was sensational. He just makes things happen." Now, with his passing, that goal feels like a thunderous echo, both a celebration and a farewell. Arsenal. A. 2022, the double that sent Liverpool to Wembley. Date: January 20, 2022. Scoreline: Arsenal 0-2. Liverpool. Venue: Emirates Stadium. EFL Cup semi-final, second leg. Goals: Jota 19. 77. If one match summarized Diogo Jota's value in the biggest moments, it was this one. After a goalless draw in the first leg at Anfield, Liverpool needed something special to break the deadlock at the Emirates. Enter Jota. His first goal was everything we'd come to expect: sharp, clever, and devastatingly efficient. Picking up the ball near midfield, he accelerated through Arsenal's lines, slaloming past defenders before rolling the ball into the bottom corner with that signature calmness. It was so subtle you almost missed its genius. But the second was a dagger. A perfect lofted through ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold found Jota running off Ben White's shoulder. He let it bounce once and then chipped Aaron Ramsey with a glorious lob. The flag initially went up for offside, but VAR confirmed the arms wide, face beaming. Jota celebrated in front of stunned Arsenal fans. Liverpool were going to Wembley. Why it mattered: sent Liverpool to their first domestic cup final in 6 years. Displayed Jota's combination of football IQ and finishing ability cemented his place as one of Arsenal's biggest nightmares. That EFL Cup final win over Chelsea a month later was built on this night. Without Jota, there is no trip to Wembley, Without Jota, no silverware. That's his legacy clutch when it mattered. Tottenham H. 2023, the Chaos Conqueror. Date, April 30th, 2023. Scoreline: Liverpool, 4-3, Tottenham venue, Anfield goal, Jota, 90+4. They say some players are born for the big moments, some moments are made for players like Jota. Anfield was buzzing. Liverpool had led 3-0 within 15 minutes, only to let Tottenham claw their way back to 3-3. Then, in the dying seconds of stoppage time, Chaos. Lucas Moura tried to clear the ball back to his defenders, but missed it. Jota, lurking as always, pounced. In one fluid motion, he took a touch, burst into the box, and slammed the ball past Fraser Foster. The crowd erupted. Jurgen Klopp sprinted down the touchline and pulled a hamstring in celebration. It was madness. It was Liverpool. It was Jota. Why it mattered. Snatched 3 points in dramatic fashion during the race for Europe. Revived Liverpool's fading hopes late in the 2-3 season. Cemented Jota's status as a big-game finisher. What made it more iconic was Klopp's post-match grin. "We call him Mr. Last Minute now." Anfield couldn't stop chanting his name. And now, that chant feels like a whisper to the heavens. Manchester United H 2021, the Anfield Awakening date, May 13, 2021. Scoreline: Liverpool, 4-2, Manchester United venue, Anfield goal, Jota, 34. This wasn't just any game. Liverpool's top four hopes were slipping. Their fiercest rivals stood in the way. And Anfield, though empty due to COVID-19 restrictions, needed a moment to believe again. It came in the 34th minute. Mohamed Salah whipped in a cross that pinballed around the box. As it dropped loose, who else reacted fastest? Flicking the ball past Dean Henderson with instinct and flair. It was a spark. Liverpool rallied from behind, eventually winning. 4-2, Jota's goal was the ignition, the release, the shift in momentum. It wasn't his prettiest strike, but it was everything. Why it mattered: revived Liverpool's Champions League hopes, marked a crucial win over bitter rivals, proved Jota's big match mentality. In a season ravaged by injury and empty stands, this goal cut through the silence like a war cry. And now, it's a memory we cling to like a lifeline. Nottingham Forest H. 2023, the header that meant more than 3 points. Date: April 22, 2023. Scoreline: Liverpool 3-2, Nottingham Forest venue, Anfield goals, Jota, 47. 55. This game was about grit. About fire. About refusing to fade away. Jota had been struggling with injuries. But on this afternoon, he reminded everyone what he was made of. His first goal came just after halftime, neat tap-in to break the deadlock. But his second, that was the stuff of dreams. A deep cross from Robertson found him rising above defenders with perfect timing. He craned his neck and headed the ball into the far corner. The cop erupted. 2 goals, 3 points. And a performance that reminded everyone why Liverpool had backed him, why it mattered. Reaffirmed Jota's importance during the injury hit campaign, reignited Liverpool's late push for a European place, inspired fans with a display of resilience. After the game, Jota spoke humbly. "I've been through tough months, but I never stopped believing." Those words now take on heartbreaking weight. Conclusion: a legacy written in our DIOGO Jota didn't just score goals, he delivered moments that lifted cities, that rewrote narratives, that turned doubts into dreams. From fierce derbies to clutch winners, from Arsenal heartbreak to Anfield euphoria, his legacy lives on in these memories. As Liverpool fans gather in grief and remembrance, these 5 goals shine not just as highlights but as reminders of a player who gave his all, who never needed a spotlight, because he was the light in so many key moments. The cop will never forget. Gondomar will never forget. Portugal will never forget. He played, he scored, he conquered. And though Diogo Jota is no longer with us, his goals, his smile, his heart, they remain. YNWA, Diogo, forever one of ours.